The state legislature will hold a special session tomorrow. They hope to pass a stimulus package that could allocate more than $200 million for COVID relief. Governor Polis called for the session earlier this month to find ways to help because Congress hasn't delivered on another stimulus check. Michael Abeyta is live at the Capitol. Michael, how are elected leaders helping?
Well, mostly by spending money and allocating money to programs and causes.
I think we're all trying to come together and help Coloradans.
One thing all Colorado lawmakers agree on, Coloradans are struggling because of the pandemic. State legislators are hoping to come to the rescue with a special session and a docket full of spending bills.
We have some general fund revenue to come in and provide in a one-time basis to create a stimulus.
So what will these bills do? First and foremost, a pair of bills aims to help small businesses through direct aid.
And this will be about $57 million that will go out.
And a bill that will allow them to hold on to sales taxes they collect.
It's going to help provide those bars and restaurants, a little bit of extra revenue.
Next up, a bill that will provide $50 million of housing assistance to renters and their landlords.
Landlords, people who own properties and who rent them and who can't collect rent, they still have mortgage payments to make.
Also a bill that will increase the state's broadband capacity.
So students and teachers can work and learn remotely.
And a bill that will appropriate $5 million to the Energy Outreach Colorado Low Income Energy Assistance Fund.
This will help folks who are unable or struggling to pay their utility bills.
There's a bill that will distribute $45 million to childcare providers to keep doors open and create new options, especially for rural Coloradans.
And people might typically think that child care wouldn't be a big issue for people in rural Colorado, but it actually is.
And a bill to help out food pantries.
We'll devote $3 million to replenishing these essential community services.
Finally, a bill that allocates money for the state to respond to COVID.
About $100 million that will go towards ensuring that the state can continue to respond.
The special session is for the sole purpose of addressing issues like these, so no other legislation can be introduced. However, Republican legislators will be discussing how to make sure their legislators can play a bigger role in the future.
How the legislature might have a more of a role in responding to statewide disaster emergencies like pandemics.
And other ways to help Coloradans that aren't just spending and allocating, like easing restrictions.
So that what we're really trying to do is just give businesses and really everybody a chance to just recover a little.
Now, state lawmakers say they are doing everything they can to help Coloradans, but they can only spend money they have on hand. They cannot go into a deficit like the U.S. Congress has. That's why both sides agree that lawmakers in Washington could do much more by passing another stimulus bill. In Denver, Michael Abeyta, covering Colorado First.
Thank you so much, Michael.